Kent School District has had a long tradition of using technology in a very good way in classrooms for students.
To give back to your community, I think, is really vital.
Well, I think it's all about the kids. It's a real special opportunity because it's children, in effect, serving children.
One of the concerns we had in the school district was that many of our students were unable to have a computer in their home to enable them to practice their skills.
Bridging the Gap is an equal access technology and learning program that grants refurbished computers to qualified families in the Kent School District. This program offers equal access to technology for socioeconomically disadvantaged students, as well as providing leadership development opportunities for other students. It reaffirms the Kent School District's goal to successfully prepare all students for their future and the workforce by leveling the playing fields when it comes to the have and have-nots of computers. This program also gives Kent School District an opportunity to be fiscally responsible by putting their used computers that no longer meet the district's network standard to good use instead of surplusing them. Since 2003, Bridging the Gap has provided equal access to technology for families. The program enriches the lives of the recipients who would otherwise not have the convenience of owning a home computer.
Well, it saves some wear and tear on the car because we're not running up and down to the library all the time. It's also given us an opportunity to talk more about her projects and what's going on and when things are due. Because she's there at home and she can spread out and do her work, and I'm right there to answer questions if necessary or tell her to look up something someplace else in case I don't know the answer. It's also given me a chance to be more proficient on the computer myself. I have used it to email her teachers, but mostly I use it to go on Skyward and check on her grades and her progress and see how she's doing. It's been really good that way. Like right before this semester is ended with, this week I think it is, we were able to go on and see where she was and see what she needed to do on her finals to get her grades where she wanted them to be. And it's been great. The biggest change in her schoolwork since we got the computer has been that she can take more time to get things done. We don't have to worry about her being in a closed space at the library or running out of time on the library computer. It's also given us a chance to talk to each other more about what's going on in school and for her. And yeah, her grades are great. Things are good.
Receiving a computer is something that can add exponential value to a person's life who normally cannot afford one.
With the new age now, everyone needs to be aware of, what's going on out there. And there's a lot of things that people can't do without a computer, and this is a good way to get that in their homes, especially with education now. That way my kids can get on the computer and do paperwork or their homework if they need something off of the computer. I think that's a way of independence also. You don't have to run down to the library. I can stay in the comforts of my home and be on the computer.
Computers have become deeply interwoven with the curriculum of public schools. The necessity of these tools only grows as they progress through grade levels.
When they have a computer at home, they're able to have a seamless transition back and forth between what they do in school using the technology and what they do at home. So if they start a project at school, they're able to continue it at home without interruption. And so it does have an impact. So if some students do and some students do not have that access at home, it will make a difference.
The kids will come to school better able to take advantage of all of the opportunities that we have in the school district around all of the technology we have available. So we're really excited about the fact that not just this generation, but future generations, and frankly their parents too, can gain tech skills from this kind of a program.
Students in the Kent School District volunteer to implement this program. High school students in the career technology education classes clean, refurbish, and provide documentation on the computers to be distributed. Student leaders in the STEP program organize and manage the distribution sessions. These student leaders are assigned as area managers to oversee activities such as teaching families how to set up and use their computers, registering recipients, executing licensing agreements, and cleaning and packing the computers for distribution.
Today, as a member of the Student Technology Advisory Board, we help the community today by distributing computers to people who normally can't afford it. And here we have systems where we move computers and we separate out components of the computer and we clean them out, and then we make sure everything is clean for everybody so we can distribute them properly.
Basically what I did was I volunteered with Bridging the Gap, this event where we kind of gave different computers to families in need of computers to help their kids with homework and certain things like that. And I helped kind of explain where they're supposed to be going and what the event was doing.
Well, I love to volunteer, and Bridging the Gap is a great opportunity for families who don't have computers. And being that it's here in Springwood, I used to live here when I was little, so it's really nice to come back and help the place that helped me when I was little. I am the department manager for staffing volunteers, and I've learned that you really need to be able to multitask and be organized.
Pay a visit to Scarf Ford Motors. It's plain to see that computers are everywhere. From the receptionists, to salespeople, to the mechanics. Computers are a basic resource to keep operations running. And it's the employees with knowledge of computers that perpetuate business.
Again, from technicians to the salespeople, they're all using computers. A lot of times the salesman, we will need them to create Excel spreadsheets. I know when one of us are interviewing people, you're now asking, how is your Microsoft? Do you know the Excel or your SQL? What qualifications do you have in computer training? It is just everywhere.
Right now we're using about 4 different diagnostic computers, and we can talk to just about every car that Ford makes out there. And then it'll tell us what system to go into and kind of leads us down the right path.
For a parts person to look up a part, it took a lot more time to do it. Now with computers, you can put serial numbers in, put the year, make, and model of vehicle, look up the part quicker. It will give you a lot of times to replace part numbers with new part numbers. You used to have to manually look that up. Now it'll just throw that all right at you.
We pretty much can't function without some sort of a computer now.
There's no question that Bridging the Gap is an important program to the community and school system from all angles. Bridging the Gap is a wonderful investment of time and resources because it offers multiple returns. Those who receive computers are given a chance to succeed in the future and become productive members of the community. The volunteers also see these benefits and learn how to become efficient leaders. And those who give to Bridging the Gap can have peace of mind that their contributions are utilized to their greatest capacity. There are more than enough reasons why this program is worth the time and energy of everyone. If you believe, as we do, in a more competitive workforce, supporting local students, recycling, and saving taxpayer dollars, then we hope you agree that Bridging the Gap is a worthy investment.
People should volunteer their time in Bridging the Gap because it's the right thing to do.
So our investment is very far-reaching and is leveraged to serve a lot of families and individuals.
I think it's important to volunteer your time no matter where you are, whether it's Bridging the Gap, any place you are, if there's an opportunity for you to volunteer. It gives you an opportunity to share your skills. It gives you an opportunity to mentor others, and in mentoring others, 9 times out of 10, you're mentored along the way too.
It's really not what we make in the world, it's what you give back, and that's the way I've been raised, and that's what's important.
Everyone is encouraged to participate in Bridging the Gap and help support ideals such as equal access to technology, a better education for children, recycling resources to stretch taxpayer dollars, and developing tomorrow's leaders. There are so many reasons to help Bridging the Gap.